And welcome back to my channel. A long time no frickin' see. If you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Liv, and if you are returning, hello bestie. I have missed you. I have missed you. It has been a long time since I've been back, but I am so excited to be reading for you guys here today. So I just want to give a little disclaimer that I'm actually filming this during Hurricane Nicole that is hitting Florida right now. And so, as a lot of you guys already know, I live in Florida. So if the weather, what am I trying to say here? If the wind starts to pick up, you might be able to hear it. And if the lightning goes in and out, you might be able to hear it. But for some reason, I was called to film during a hurricane. So we each do what we have to do to keep ourselves sane. All right. But to anyone who is anywhere near Hurricane Nicole or being affected by that, I am sending you so much love, so much safety, and so much dry, happy energy. I am so excited for today's reading. We are doing one of my favorite things to do on this channel, which is going to be a career guidance reading. This is going to be a timeless tarot pick a card. So whether you're watching this the day it goes up or if you're watching it in 2024, this is still going to be applicable for you whatever time of year, whatever time of day you are watching this. I'm really just setting the intention of just a general career guidance, not necessarily focusing on a time frame, anything like that. I just really feel like we need to do a general career guidance right now. So that's what we're going to do. Before we jump into it, I would love to remind you, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at www.marinastarot.com. I offer private readings there, as well as cord cuttings, candle intention settings, and much more. So definitely be sure to check that out if you are interested. All the information is also going to be linked in my description box. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I wanted to kind of give you a close-up of your three piles here today. Pile number one has this beautiful spirit aura quartz, I believe is what it's called. One of my favorite stones. I think it is just so freaking gorgeous. I was really called to pull like pastel pinks and purples for today's reading. Not really sure why, but we always go with it. Pile number two has our rose quartz meatball here. I always call this my meatball because it just so super looks like a just juicy meatball to me. That's going to be pile number two's pick. Pile number three, we have this gorgeous piece of raw amethyst here, raw all the way through and through, all throughout. If you are new to pick cards, you can really pick in a plethora of ways. When I listen to pick cards, I like to listen and I like to pick based off of the crystals, but you can pick based literally any way that you want. Any way your intuition is telling you that that's the pile meant for you, definitely listen to that. If you're called to listen to more than one pile, that's okay as well. That happens sometimes too. Really just trust your intuition and listen to that. It is going to be your strongest guide, all right? I'm going to give you some time with some meditation music to chill out, vibe out, and pick your pile, and I will see you for your pile pick. Once again, we're focusing on career guidance. All right, jumping right into it, we have pile number one with our beautiful spirit aura quartz here. I cannot remember if that's what this is called, but it's what came to my mind, so I hope that that is the right name for this stone. But that is your beautiful stone for pile number one. I did go ahead and pull one oracle card just to kind of give us the overall theme of today's reading before jumping into the tarot portion, just so we can kind of get a vibe check and see what's going on. The very first card you got is answered prayer. My friends who chose pile number one, whatever you've been asking about, whatever you've been manifesting, those dreams, those goals, those things you've been bringing into reality with your manifestations and your prayers, they are coming into fruition. I know that right now it might not feel that way, but your very first card you got is answered prayer. I think that sometimes it can feel like we call on spirit and no one answers, but they hear you. They hear your prayers. They hear you crying out to them. They hear you writing your manifestations and scripting. They hear your prayers and they want you to know, please do not give up. Please do not lose hope and lose faith, because they are on their way to being answered. Okay, let's go ahead and use some tarot cards just to gain some greater clarification. We are bringing back the live shuffle. I hope you like it because it's what's happening right now. Okay, Absolutely, with the Eight of Swords, with the World here, this makes a lot of sense, right? Because the Eight of Swords, I know someone might get mad at me for saying this, but the Eight of Swords is the feeling of feeling trapped, and I feel like this might be what's currently going on with you, whether you're trying to do a career switch or a career change, or maybe you're just trying to get a job. You feel so stuck. I feel like you're feeling really stuck and stagnant, and you're like, Liv, why can't I just get this job? Why can't I just have the job I want? Why is my career not working out for me? And I get this feeling and this sensation of frustration. This feeling and this, oh my goodness, sensation of aggravation, of frustration, of anger, of resentment almost. And I just feel like your guides are trying to encourage you as best as you can to remember that you're never quite trapped, or you're never quite as trapped as you may feel. Now, don't shoot the messenger, okay? I know someone got really mad at me last time for saying that, but the Eight of Swords in true tarot form literally means the feeling of entrapment. And so your guides are calling, and the guides are asking you to take off the blindfold and see how, just if you can see the silver lining, how could this be happening for you instead of to you? I think it's interesting that I was called to put the World upright before the Eight of Swords, because the World represents like completion, the completing of a cycle, and then you got it right in between the answered prayer and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this is giving me two vibes. The first one is that I feel like this World kind of already happened. I feel like maybe a conclusion came, but it wasn't necessarily what you were wanting, and that's what's left you feeling stuck here. The other message I'm getting for those of you that doesn't resonate for is that this World is coming to an end. This World, the situation that you're stressing about is coming to a conclusion. It is going to wrap itself up perfectly in a bow, and it is going to kind of bookend the situation that's going on here. But one of the things that needs to happen in order for the World to kind of conclude is for you to get out of your own way a little bit. All right, you also got Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, and you got I just love how the Wheel of Fortune in the World, they have like the 4 signs, excuse me, up in the corners here, and then you got the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like there is a the word reward is coming to my mind, or like karma being met, but in a good way kind of thing. I feel like there is a situation that you've been wanting to get out of. You've been feeling stuck. You've been feeling like you're ready to leave this job and start a new one, or you're ready to just move on, but there's something holding you back, and that's why the World was placed in the beginning, because the World hasn't happened yet. And I feel like the Devil being paired in reverse here, it's just kind of giving you a heads up. Okay, the Devil being paired in reverse in the very beginning of this reading is showing me that throughout whatever stress you're having with your career right now, you might be called to slip into old habits. It's very normal when we're in a really stressed out situation like the Eight of Swords to want to revert to our old ways of doing things, our old ways of coping, old habits that really just might not be serving you, and it might start to form addictions again, or just negative habits, and that's going to keep you trapped, and your guides are trying to illuminate that right now. Now, I'll give you my example. I've been really stressed out about my career and money lately, and I have found myself completely addicted once again to social media. I need to desperately go on a social media cleanse because I find myself scrolling mindlessly for hours. This was an addiction I used to have, and I broke it. When I got stressed again, I went back to it. So I feel like your guides are trying to illuminate something to kind of give you a little bit of a warning, a little bit of a heads up, that even when you're stressed, even when you feel like, oh, but it'd be so easy to just go back to my old coping, my old thing that makes me just feel so good, it takes all my stress away, that's going to keep you stuck in the Eight of Swords and prevent you from getting to the World. So they're wanting to show you that you have options here. You're not having to stay stuck with this Devil. You're able to break out free and be in the World. Wheel of Fortune here is like you're able to break free of this. You are able to spin that wheel again, okay? Let's gain some clarification here, Spirit. What else do we have to say for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1? Career guidance for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1. Our friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. let's see, one of them got lost here. Yeah, the Four of Wands, all right? You deserve a happily ever after. I feel like sometimes when we go through a lot of stress, a lot of hardship, a lot of this Eight of Swords, the Devil in reverse energy, it can honestly leave us feeling like the world is always against us. It can leave us feeling very glass half empty. And I know how real that is. I know what it feels like to feel like spirit's not answering, to feel like things are constantly not working out for you, to feel like things are constantly going against you, and it leaves you just feeling almost cynical. I know that feeling, but your guides are trying to remind you that you don't have to stay there. You don't have to feel that. You're able to break free of that. How? Focus on the little small things every single day that make you really happy. Whether it is the way the birds chirp in the morning, or the way your loved one looks at you, or that really yummy bite of food you had the other day, or the way your skin feels after you get out of the shower, or the fact that you're able to shower, the fact that you have clean drinking water and food to eat. Whatever it is for you, finding these little things to be grateful about will lead you more towards your path of success, because right now I feel like you're so stuck in this Eight of Swords and the Devil energy, and it's leaving you feeling just stuck and sad and miserable, and your guides are like, you do not deserve to live that way. You deserve to be free and happy and celebrated, and they want to do that with you. They want to celebrate with you. They want to encourage you along this journey to celebrate yourself, to be free, and they're leading you towards the path of freedom, okay? They're leading you towards the path of freedom right now. And again, this is going to be like so different for whatever career you're having. I feel like some of you, this may be a career change, or some of you have just been feeling like stuck financially, whatever it may be. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. All right, we had the Six of Cups in reverse pop out here, as well as the Sun. This is what I was just saying. Your spiritual team is like, let us freaking celebrate you. The Four of Wands and the Sun here is like, yeah, you deserve this happily ever after. You deserve a happy ending. You deserve to be free. You deserve to feel good. You also got, this makes sense, because I was saying I felt karma. I felt like karma was about to weigh out, and that's exactly what Justice is coming here and saying, is karma is about to weigh its scales. So make sure you're feeling good about your decisions, okay? And I'm being called to put it here with the Devil in the world. Like I said, I do feel like it's going to weigh itself out in a good way, like karma's going to pay out in a good way. But again, it's like watching yourself with that Devil energy, making sure you're not getting caught up in old things that really don't serve you, regardless of the reason, okay? Regardless of the reason. You also got the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords here is very much showing that I am talking to a very independent, strong-minded person here today. I feel like whoever picked this pile is very confident in their independence, whether it's financial independence or what. I feel like you kind of pride yourself on, I don't need anybody. I can do this all on my own. I don't need to ask anybody for help. I don't need to ever do anything ever. I, can... Like, the vibe I'm getting is someone who is independent fiercely, but almost to a fault. Not that being independent is a bad thing ever. It's truly, genuinely not. But it's like, when you want to be so independent that even when you really, really need help, you won't ask for it, because what are my parents going to say? What are my friends going to say? I'm kind of getting that vibe, especially because you have it paired over the Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups is in reverse. The Six of Cups represents nostalgia, childhood, inner child, going back and visiting old friends. When it's in reverse, though, this is showing me kind of an imbalance there. So I think maybe this is going to be a very specific message, but for some of you, even a message I'm getting is like, maybe when you were a kid, you had to be completely independent. You had to figure everything else out. You had to be the one who made sure everything was going to be okay. You had to be the one to rely on because you didn't have anybody to rely on, right? If you don't have anybody to rely on as a kid, you become the person for you to rely on, because if there's no one else to rely on, where's that sense of stability? You find it within yourself, okay? And I see that for you here, and I see that maybe whatever you went through as a child has created this sense of, I don't need anybody, people always fail me, I can be there for myself. And to a degree, you're absolutely right, where you can absolutely be there for yourself, and you deserve to be there for yourself, but you also deserve to ask people for help. You also deserve to call on people and say, hey, can you give me some advice? Can you give me some guidance? I'm feeling so stressed, I'm feeling so overwhelmed. You can call on your spiritual team, you can call on your spiritual tribe and ask them to give you you guidance and clarity here, because it's beautiful to be independent. It's beautiful to be independent and not need anybody, but it's also a beautiful thing to have the ability to ask for help as well. Okay, so that just might be a little childhood wound I was touching on, a little childhood sensitive energy there to kind of maybe focus some of your healing on, especially if you feel like that fierceness is kind of affecting your career right now. Definitely do that inner child healing with that Six of Cups in reverse there. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see what Spirit has to say for the rest of y'all's reading. Career guidance for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1, retreat. I feel like your spirit guides are just encouraging you so heavily to like chill out. Okay, like chill out a little bit. You've been so stressed out, you've been wound so tight. And I heard someone being like, Liv, you don't think I wanna freaking chill out? I know you do, baby. I know you want to chill out, and you absolutely deserve to. You deserve to so fiercely, and I just want you to know your guides see that. Your guides acknowledge that, and they want you to also be able to relax in your own comfort, your own stability, things like that. I know that when you're so stressed and you're so overwhelmed, like it doesn't freaking matter. Nothing feels relaxing. Nothing feels fun. It just all feels really, really stressful, and I absolutely understand that. So right now they're just reminding you, though, whenever you can throughout your day, to find those little moments of respite. I feel like as a society we're so conditioned that our whole life needs to be dependent on our career, what we eat, what we do, what we wear, you know, what kind of friends we have, what kind of life we have. It's also dependent on what we do for a living. But really and realistically, your career is a small part of who you are. Yes, you spend most of your day there. Yes, you engage in it all the time, but your career does not tell me, you know, that much about you as a person. I want to know about you, you know, and your guides are trying to bring you back to yourself, bring you back to center, and remember that you're more than just your career. So allow yourself to retreat, even in the midst of this chaos and this stress. And if you're like, Liv, I just simply can't afford to do so, you don't have to spend any money to retreat. You can just take a day, you can lay down, and you can give yourself whatever it is you need. Watching your favorite movie, curling up with a good book, laying comfortably under your favorite blanket, making yourself a nice meal. Whatever retreat looks like to you, indulge in it. Okay, you deserve to. You also got ideas and inspiration. One of the reasons they want you so deeply to retreat is because it's not just for relaxation, but it's like when you're in the sense and energy of relaxation, new ideas and inspiration are going to strike you there. I'm getting this visualization of Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec when she, you know, really needed to have a new idea, and she was just going and running herself ragged, and her best friend at the time, I don't know if I should call him her best friend, but another character ended up knowing what was best for her in that moment and kind of forcing her to sleep by taking all of her work away from her. And once she was able to rest, that's when all the ideas came, right? Think about a battery or like a car or a computer that's just running. It's going to get tired, it's going to get overheated, and it's going to process slower. However, if you give your computer a break and time to charge and sleep and heal, it's going to process faster, and that works the same way for us. Okay, you also got music. Ooh, maybe allow yourself to indulge in some music, okay? Maybe some of y'all are going to a concert. That's something that you desire. Or even if it's just like engaging in the joy of music. Music is so healing and so powerful. I fully believe that. So start listening to really powerful music that uplifts your vibes. If you're wanting more money in your job, you didn't get any Pentacles cards, so I think they're wanting to focus more on the other aspects, but you could still desire for more money. Listen to money music, right? Like music that uplifts you with your financial status. If you want more peace in your life, listen to peaceful music, okay? Music holds its very own vibration, and it can really drastically affect our energy fields. Let's see, any other cards for pile number 1? Blessings. Yes, it's all on its way, okay? And I get nervous saying that because I know people are going to be like, well, then where is it, Liv? I can't tell you exactly where it is, okay? Because it's your blessing, not mine. But your blessings are on their way, and I know it might not feel that way right now. And I want you to know that your feelings are so incredibly valid, and I'm not here trying to discredit them at all. I'm just here to remind you, whenever it feels like all is lost, whenever it feels like hope is thin, that these blessings are on their way. Whenever it feels like no one is here to hear you, whenever it feels like no one understands, I'm here to tell you that I hear you. I see you and I understand, but these and these blessings are on their way. These blessings are on their way to you right now. So don't lose hope, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards. I'm being called to use the Moonology deck here. Pulled it out. Wasn't sure if I was going to vibe with it, but I'm vibing. Career guidance for my friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. What do we have to say? Career guidance for my friends who chose pile number 1. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. So interesting because you got the 6 of Cups in reverse, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. Absolutely. Whether it's your old hurts, whether it's your old fears, whether it's the way your parents raised you, whether it's the way they made you feel about careers, none of that needs to hold you back. Is it all true? Yes. Is it true that your child can make it harder for you to move on in life? Yes. Is it true that the way our parents ingrained things in us can make it harder for us to see careers differently? Yes. But is it also true that it doesn't have to hold you back? Yes. I was recently listening to a Mel Robbins podcast with my wife with this woman whose name I completely forgot right now. And because I was talking about Parks and Rec, I wanted to say Dr. Richard Nygaard. That is not who I'm talking about or who I'm referring to in this moment. But what I was going to say was there was this woman on Mel Robbins' podcast on one of her most recent episodes, and she was talking about one of the most fundamental things to help her when going through this specific kind of healing was remembering that there can be more than one truth. Okay, it is a truth that maybe there was something that happened in your childhood, maybe around money or maybe not, that caused you a lack mindset or that caused you fear or that traumatized you. That could be true. It is also true that you can absolutely be successful and not let you hold that back. Those are 2 truths, okay? And that's really important. It's really coming through right now is that you don't have to let these things hold you back. Yes, they are true. They are not here to be invalidated. They are here to be validated, but they do not need to hold you back, okay? Let's go ahead and pull any additional cards for you here. Our friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. I feel like I'm not getting much else. Let's see. Pile number 1. Our friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. Luck is on your side. Wheel of Fortune and luck is on your side. Baby, spin that wheel, okay? Spin that wheel. You are ready for luck to kind of show its way up in your life. I feel like you've been like, Liv, that's all I've been asking for. It's finally on its way. Yes, my love. Answered prayers. Luck is on your side. Wheel of Fortune. One thing I will say is know what it is you want to ask for. So that way when you ask for that prayer, you see when the luck is kind of showing itself. I was watching The Secret Dare to Dream last night, which is a really good movie, by the way. A Dare to Dream is like one of my favorites. And one of the things the characters was saying is, if you don't know what you want, then how are you going to ask for it? Okay. And that just kind of came through here. So really like spend some time in thinking about what it is you actually want from the universe so you can make a very clear and concise question, and then it can be answered for you. You also got adjustments are required. Adjustments are required. Okay. And this makes a lot of sense because we have it here with the devil energy and with all of these vibes that were happening here. And I feel like if you're someone like me where these old wounds, these old addictions may already be creepy crawling back into your life, there might be a bit of an adjustment, whether it's getting off of social media like what I need to do or whatever it is for you. Adjust those, oh no, sorry. Adjust those things in your life that are not serving you so that way you can get to this space of receiving all of this luck and abundance, okay? Sorry for moving that like a crazy person. I was just trying to figure it out real quick. Let's go ahead and pull from one more deck here. Boop. All right, our friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. What else do we have to say? Just to kind of finish off the reading here, career guidance for my beautiful, wonderful, powerful friends who chose pile number 1. Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Absolutely. With the luck and the fortune favor and alchemy, if you've been wanting to start a new project, if you've been wanting to start a new job, if you've been dreaming about going for that new goal, absolutely know that fortune's favor is on your side. Now, before you take that leap of faith, you might want to look at the devil energy that's going on here and adjust whatever is not serving you, but understand that you are crowned and adorned in love luck right now. So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, okay? Any other cards here, Spirit, especially if you've been wanting to, like I said, start a new practice, start a new project, go for that job. Absolutely. Ooh, we got a flyer. Ooh, tranquility. Are you kidding? Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. They are so loud about this. And again, remember that it's not for nothing, okay? They're wanting you to really focus on this because that's where so much of your healing is going to come from, okay? The last card you got is ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So if we're looking at this from like a sequential order, it goes like addressing whatever is not serving you here with the adjustments are required, the devil in reverse, and justice. When you go through that, it's going to maybe cause you to be a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued. Allow yourself to retreat. Allow yourself to take time for yourself and to relax. You deserve it, okay? Allow yourself to relax. Going through this tranquility is going to bring about new ideas. You're going to be called to take that next career step, to take that next leap of faith, to ask Spirit really clearly and concisely what it is you want to bring about in your career. And as soon as you do, you're going to see the manifestation start coming. You have fortune's favor on your side. You have luck on your side. You have all of these alchemy, positive blessings on your side. And you're going to take that leap of faith and it's going to show blessing after blessing after blessing of how much power you hold. And all of your dreams are going to start making so much sense and it's going to be so concise and so beautiful, okay? So yeah, don't be afraid of taking that leap of faith. Just remember to kind of focus on whatever healing you need to do first before taking that leap and it's going to be incredibly abundant, all right? My beautiful friends who chose pile number 1, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope it brought you clarity and a sense of deeper understanding about whatever question you had at this time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment down below what you liked about this video. I love interacting with you there. I want to remind you that if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at www.marinastarot.com. On this channel, I do accept tips and donations at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, none of which are ever required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. Thank you so much for being a part of this family. I love you, I adore you, and I'm so grateful for you. And I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Goodbye. All right, moving on to pile number 2. You guys chose the beautiful meatball rose quartz here. One of my favorite stones, one of my most powerful stones. So a wonderful, wonderful choice. This also kind of reminds me of like a mouse, like a click, 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 click. So I absolutely am obsessed with this stone. If you've watched my other videos with this stone, you would know that this is one of my fan favorites here. As in me, I'm the fan. Okay, so I did go ahead and pull one oracle card for you here today, an angel oracle card, just to kind of gauge the overarching theme of your reading before jumping into the rest. And the card you got is spiritual growth. Okay, a couple messages I'm getting right off the bat. For some of you listening in here, and this can definitely not be applicable to everybody, but for somebody here that is listening, I feel like the career path you're wanting to take, the career path you desire, is actually going to be one that does enhance your spiritual growth in the sense of you're actually wanting to move into a spiritual practice, whether that be massage therapy or Reiki or tarot or life coaching or whatever it looks like for you. Someone that I'm tuning into, I feel like one of your desires is to, grow spiritually through your career. Therefore, I think you might be someone that's more called to take a spiritual career path. But for those of you that does not resonate with, either way, I really do feel like something really important to note is that I fully feel like this career situation you're in right now, whether it is transitioning to a new one or whatever it looks like for you, it's going to bring about spiritual growth regardless of what your career is, okay? Whether this is through you learning more about who you are and what it is you like and what it is you don't like, or whether it's you meeting someone and it being a karmic connection. There's so many ways that any career, any career can affect us in a spiritual way, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you here. Sorry, we're working with a new layout, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you here. Spirit guides, we are tuning into my beautiful, powerful, amazing, glorious friends who chose pile number 2 here with our rose quartz meatball. Do we have career guidance for them today, Spirit? What do you have to say? Whoa, we got a flyer. Let's see. All right, Ace of Swords. And I know I pulled it in reverse, but for some reason I'm being called to flip it upright. Let's go ahead and see what else we got. Pile number 2, Spirit. Pile number 2 with our beautiful rose quartz meatball. Ooh, another flyer. Okay. All right, we got Ace of Swords with the Lovers here, which is so interesting. I actually was thinking about how the Lovers is like a choice and a decision, but then I was talking about how for some people you might be like running into somebody or meeting somebody that's going to be a karmic connection, and then seeing the Lovers, which represents like a pairing here, that may be for someone. Okay, what I just said about running into somebody and maybe meeting somebody in this career field, that might be for one of y'all. Okay, I'm not saying it's for everyone, but I do think it might be for one of you. All right, Spirit, what else do we have to say for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1? Oh, another flyer. Okay. Okay, so pile number 1 got the 8 of Swords here as well, but you have it in reverse, which I think is very, very interesting. You also got the 9 of Swords in reverse. So before we even jump any further, let's go ahead and talk about what is kind of going on here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the 8 of Swords in reverse, the 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords in reverse. So when it comes to you and your career, this is something that I feel like has definitely been on your mind a lot, because we have all of these sword signs. If you are new to tarot, or if you just want a refresher, swords represent the element of air, which can represent our thoughts, you know, what goes on behind the scenes of our mind, etc. So with you having predominantly swords showing up for your reading, it's showing me that you have been thinking about this a lot. Your career, what it's going to go like, what's going to happen, how it's going to look, that has really been on the forefront of your mind for a while. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I do feel like, I'm gonna kind of bounce around here a second. I do feel like if it's something that's caused you anxiety in the past, I do believe we're going to be getting out of that so very soon, because the 2 cards that give me anxious vibes are actually in reverse. And whenever we see cards that kind of are, I don't want to say the word negative, but have more of like a heavy meaning upright, typically in the reverse setting, it's resembling getting out of that. So with the 9 of Swords reverse, it's like, yes, you may have been feeling depressed, anxious, worried, overwhelmed, bogged down by all of your stresses, but you're overcoming that and you're getting out of this. With the 8 of Swords, yes, you may have been feeling trapped and stuck and lost, but you're coming out of that. And it's kind of interesting because I see it almost like a circle. So we're going to talk about that, because I feel like the 9 of Swords then leading back to the Ace of Swords is really powerful, because I feel like you're going to be getting out of this feeling of anxious thoughts, overwhelming energy, when are things going to work out for me, and it's going to bring about new thoughts, new ways of thinking, and new ways of being. I want to address something though. When I said that it seemed cyclical, I actually really meant that. So I just am calling on someone very specific right now to address if this is a cycle you go through a lot. Okay, if this is a cycle you go through with every new career, or you just kind of go through this when something hard comes up, check in with yourself. Does it start really great, you have a new idea, then maybe when something bad happens, you kind of spiral to the 8 of Swords, life is against me, everyone hates me, why is everything always wrong for me, I feel so stuck, I feel so trapped. Work your way through that, start to feel really good again, celebrate your successes, and then kind of get trapped in the 9 of Swords again. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck, I'm sad, I'm miserable, but then work your way out and start again. Okay, that is a very specific cycle, and I know I kind of just made no sense, but for the person who needed to hear it, I really hope it brought you to me, and I hope that that made sense for you, because you got spiritual growth showing that if this is a cycle, you do not have to be stuck in this repetitive energy anymore. Okay, and for those of you who this did not resonate with in the cycle, just think about it like this: those hard times of feeling stuck and maybe overwhelmed and just can't stop thinking about your career and can't stop thinking about what if things don't work out for me, that's gonna be done soon. You're coming out of that. Okay, the Ace of Swords is showing me that you definitely have new ways of thinking right at the forefront of your brain, so be open to any new ideas, any new possibilities, any new ways of thinking right now. Don't shy away from any ideas, you know, good of all harm to none, even if it's something that's so different from what you do. Say you're a surgeon, but you get this call to open a food truck. write down the idea in like an idea journal without judgment and get it there so it's there and you can come back to it whenever you're ready, because I feel like these ideas might be random, or at least they feel random to you in the moment, because nothing's random, but they're going to feel random, but do not discredit them, okay? With the Lovers here, I mean, I already kind of gave the original message I got, but this could also represent a choice coming up for you. In your career, maybe you're going to have a choice to make, whether this is to continue to stay with this career, or even if it's a job offer and you're really having to decide, gosh, is this the job I want? Is this the job I'm desiring? Do I accept this offer, etc.? If that is you that is tuning in here, what the message I really want to give to you is to make the decision with your heart. You are a very headstrong person, and what I mean by that is you think a lot with your head. How can this logistically work out for me? Analytically, what does this look like for me? Give me the breakdown, okay? And that is beautiful, because your mind is power and your mind is a work of art, but so is your heart. Now, we don't want to operate only with our heart. We need a good half and half, okay? We need a good balanced situation here. But right now, for you, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, I think you could definitely use thinking with your heart for a little bit, okay? You've been thinking with your mind. You've been kind of worrying yourself into a tizzy and then getting yourself out of it, which is so powerful and strong. But it's time for you to listen to your heart for a little bit, okay? Literally the song that's like, listen to your heart. Okay, listen to your heart right now. You deserve to listen to your heart. And listening to your heart is what's going to help you get out of this rut. Listening to your heart is going to help you realize, oh, okay, I don't have to take a job I don't want just for money. Oh, I'm actually not stuck. I can leave anytime I want. This job is not a sentence. Oh, I can do things that are good for me. Okay, get me out of this, okay? It's going to provide that spiritual growth. It's going to show you how successful you are. It's going to prove success for you, okay? So really acting out of your heart is going to be crucial right now, so beneficial for you. I was picking up these, so I guess that's all I really wanted to say with the tarot, but I have 3 more decks to use for you here today, okay? I want to gain some more clarity, Spirit, on the spiritual growth that is happening, whether this is a spiritual career my beautiful friends are taking, or whether it's just an opportunity that's going to come through this career path. What do we have to say for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 with our rose quartz meatball here? A rose quartz meatball, pile number 2. Woo, meditation, okay? Meditation came up for pile number 1 as well. If you are called to listen to more than one pile number 1 might be for you. Let's go ahead and see what other cards you got here today. Meditation is really important. Ooh, we got some flyers over here. Oh, okay, a lot's happening. Meditation is really important too, because going through meditation is allowing yourself to have that time in solitude. With these swords coming here, it's so important, because having that time in solitude to quiet your mind is going to help you get out of your mental clutter. It really, really is. And also, you're going through spiritual growth right now. And this kind of answered that question for me just a little bit, which is that regardless of if you're taking a spiritual career path or not, you're going to grow spiritually in your career. What I mean by that is this career, like I already addressed this, so I don't need to be a broken record, but this career path that you're on right now is going to help you grow spiritually. It absolutely will. So don't shy away from meditation here, okay? You also got serenity. Beautiful. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, that makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, the 8 of Swords in reverse is like feeling of the opposite of serenity, but I mean, and upright is opposite of serenity, but in reverse, this makes perfect sense. You deserve this feeling of happiness and of peace. I also feel like going through the spiritual growth for you, it's going to provide you a deeper sense of serenity, even in the storm. Because I think one thing that is so beautiful about growing spiritually and connecting with yourself in that way is that you're able to find the positivity even in the darkest moments. You're able to find peace even amidst a hurricane. And that is so powerful. And these are strengths that you are coming into at this moment, okay? These are strengths that I think you may already naturally have, but whatever situation is going on with your career right now, it's actually bringing you closer to reaching these really powerful goals as well. You also got freedom. With the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, I think that this is something that you really desire. I feel like you maybe, one of the reasons you feel stuck, possibly, is because the career you want is not the one you have. The career you want is a spiritual career where you focus on, you know, uplifting people, whether it's just podcasting or YouTubing, or, and I don't mean just, but whether it's podcasting or YouTubing, or even owning a restaurant where you enlighten people, or owning a creative bookstore, or doing anything that enlightens you and enlightens others. I feel like this is a desire you have, a goal you strive for, but there's this part of you, this ego part of you, your swords part of you, that feels like that's not possible. You feel like it's not possible for you to have that. So you kind of get yourself stuck back in this loop of, well, I'm okay at a job. I'm fine at a job. It's fine. It's okay. I can be okay with this life. But that's not what you desire. You desire freedom. You desire to create whatever it is you want to create. You desire to explore and to be free and to live a life full of serenity and peace. And if in this moment right now you have to have a job, whether it's for financial reasons or legal reasons or whatever reason you have right now that you have to have a job, just remember that that's only part of your amazingness. That's only part of who you are. Your job does not have to be a life sentence. Your job does not have to drain you. Your job does not have to make you miserable. If you have to have a job, say it be for money, get a job that's easy, that doesn't cause you a lot of stress, and you can come home and continue to pursue the things you really desire, because I see you sensing freedom. I see you desiring and craving that feeling of freedom and just being able to live the life of your dreams, and you just absolutely deserve it. So every time your ego comes into the picture and tells you it's not true, just remember that it is, and that you do deserve that. And yeah, sometimes we do have to take a job for money. Yeah, sometimes we do have to take a job to pay our bills or to deal with the crazy inflation that's happening, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean you have to give up on your desire for freedom, okay? It just absolutely does not mean that. You also got healing, my love. There is a big sense of healing around your reading, which is interesting because I feel like for both the piles I picked here today, we're asking about career, but Spirit's like, all right, but let's talk about some other stuff too. Okay, and that's the vibe I'm getting right now. Yes, your career is a part of you, but you are so much more. And there is this drastic healing that's happening with you. And I feel like it's not even just with you, but I feel like you're healing ancestral wounds going through this journey, breaking this cycle, so to speak, breaking this pattern, so to speak. You are doing an amazing thing with allowing yourself to heal. You are doing a powerful thing with addressing that, you know, maybe I do want freedom. Maybe I do want to feel that way. Maybe I have been neglecting my desires because I don't think they're realistic. But it's all done, okay? It's okay to have a job that you need to have for money, and it's okay to also have a dream at the same time. They do not have to be one without the other. You can have a job for money and still completely pursue your freedom and your creative project and your spiritual desires. You absolutely can. One more card from this deck for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. Give me one card, Spirit. One card for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. Forgiveness. Interesting, okay? For some reason, I feel like this is a message of forgiving self. Now, yes, there's probably other people that need to be forgiven in your life, and I'm not saying that there's not, but for you, my friends, I feel like you're being really called to focus on self-forgiveness. If you're really hard on yourself for giving up on your dreams, if you're really hard on yourself for not being what you wanted to be at this point in your life, or not having what you thought you should have had at this point in your life, or not being as spiritually woke as you thought you needed to be, or whatever it is for you, you're being called to be gentle to yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would a young child, someone you loved, or maybe an animal if you love them more, whoever. Talk to yourself as you would someone you just absolutely adore. You wouldn't be hard on them. You wouldn't be harsh or mean. You would be kind and empathetic and patient. So apply that same practice to your life right now, okay? Apply that same practice to your life right now, because you don't deserve to be hard on yourself. You deserve to be kind, gentle, and empathetic, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some cards from our Moonology card now, Spirit. What do we need to know from my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 with our rose quartz and leaf ball? What do we need to know? Oopsies. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We got some flyers. We got some flyers over here. Let's see. Okay. Sorry for messing all this up. All right, the first card you got is step out of your comfort zone. So with that being said, if you are called to start that spiritual practice, if you are called to have a practice that is spiritual, one of the reasons you might be constantly getting stuck and not going through with it is because it might be out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're afraid of what people are going to say to you. If you're afraid of societal's judgment, if you're afraid of what if I fail, if you're afraid of what if I'm not good enough, etc. But you're being called to step out of your comfort zone, okay? I don't remember where this quote was from, so please, if you know where it's from, please comment down below and let me know. But I heard this beautiful quote that said, all good things are just outside your comfort zone. All right, you also got, we have some flyers I just wanted to see. Okay, you got what do you need to release? What do you need to release, my beautiful friends that chose pile number 2? What is it that you're still holding on to? What is it that needs to be released at this time that you might still be holding on to? Is it this cycle of, oh, I don't want to do this. This is miserable. It's draining me. I'm stuck. I'm sad. But you know what? It's fine. I can make do with this. This is how life has to be. It's just how it's going to be. And it's fine. I can live a life that doesn't really bring me joy, but it's one that's comfortable and it's a life I can live. If it's that kind of cycle, release it. If it is feelings of self-doubt, of self-neglect, of self-anger with the forgiveness card here, release it, okay? Spend some time in meditation to think about what energies you really need to release at this time. You also got, you're very close to achieving your goal. Absolutely. Whatever goal you're setting in place right now, you are very close to achieving it. And they do not want you to give up. They do not want you to lose hope and to lose faith. It's important to release whatever is not serving you so you can get to this goal even faster. Think about it like climbing up a mountain. Right now, you might be carrying 60 pounds of luggage, as well as towing a sled that has another 300 pounds of luggage on it, and you're climbing up this mountain and you're going and you're going and you're going, but my goodness, it's taking a long time and it's exhausting and you're tired. But you could just drop off the luggage, you could just free the sled, and the walk would be a lot faster and a lot easier. And that's what you're being called to do right now. You also got, okay, you also got take time to breathe out. Absolutely. Take time to breathe out. Take time to sit in your peace. Take time to sit with yourself. See what it is you're wanting. See what it is, how you're feeling. Taking time to breathe out does not just mean okay, but it means scheduling time for yourself to relax, prioritizing your happiness, prioritizing your clarity and your serenity, especially when we're going through that 9 of Swords, coming out of it. A way to come out of that anxiety is to take that time to breathe out and relax. You also got communication is key with Gemini. Interesting. Okay, that's the only astrological one we have here besides this one here, which is Pisces. Communication is key. Communication is key. I know that this probably realistically means communicating with other people. However, when we do see Gemini, we think of the twin, right? We think of that kind of like double personality, and that's what I'm seeing here. Yes, communication with other people is essential, but similar to the forgiveness card, I think more than anything, communicating with yourself openly and honestly is very important. Be open with how you feel. Be honest with how you feel. Going throughout this healing journey, what is it that you desire? How do you want to feel free? Allowing yourself to have these desires without judgment or without ridicule from yourself. Being a kind and open person that allows yourself to just speak exactly as you deserve and exactly as you need to right now, okay? And then you've got Pisces, new moon in Pisces, and meditate and contemplate. You got this card, you got meditation all over your reading. Meditation is very, very important for you, my friends who chose pile number 2, meditation and contemplation, okay? This is crucial because I feel like there's parts of yourself that you're kind of denying right now. I feel like there's parts of yourself that you're kind of snuffing out the light on. Do you guys see my candle blinking? Is it because I bumped the table? It kind of feels like Morse code. This is very interesting to me. From my perspective, it just looks like it's going like this consistently, okay? But I feel like there's a part of yourself that you're not really allowing to be heard. I feel like there's a part of yourself, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, what have you, that you're not really allowing to fully come out and to fully speak their truth. And that is why meditating and contemplating is crucial, because there's a part of you that wants to be seen and a part of you that wants to be heard along this journey. There's a part of you that really desires to come out, yes, including career, aspects of yourself, career goals you have, career dreams you have. And it's so important to meditate and sit with yourself so you allow them to really come out and acknowledge those thoughts and those desires, okay? The last cards we're going to use today, let's go ahead and see Spirit. Our final card pull for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. Oh my gosh, this is why I love doing a live reading, because you can't make this shit up. When I was saying forgiveness, what did I say? I said, yeah, it's great to forgive others, but I said it was mostly focused on self. The very first card that came out, self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you are God's perfect child. And again, if you don't resonate with God, think of Gaia, whoever. You are the universe's perfect child. Self-forgiveness. Right on the money, okay? Right on the freaking money. You are being so called to be gentle towards yourself, especially if you feel like you failed yourself. If you feel like you didn't, live up to these dreams you had. You didn't reach these goals you had hoped to attain. I feel like there's these dreams, these goals, these aspirations, and you're so mad at yourself for not reaching them. But my love, we are humans. We come in waves. We go in flow. Things aren't going to happen in the blink of an eye, and that's okay. Be gentle to yourself. Forgive yourself. Show empathy towards yourself, because my goodness, do you deserve it. Any other cards for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2? You got make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive? Listen to your intuition and make a decision. So going back to that Lovers card that I was saying also represents a decision, you may have a decision coming up around your career, okay? You may have a decision coming up, whether it's to take that job or to not take that job or whatever it may be, and you are being incredibly called to listen to your intuition. I cannot tell you whether to take this job or not, because my intuition is not yours. Your intuition knows the truth, and I feel like you guys are the people that are like, oh, come on, Liv, shut up, because your intuition is so strong. But I feel like the people whose intuition is the strongest doesn't want to listen to their own intuition, okay? They don't want to listen to it, and I think it's because you don't trust yourself. You doubt yourself. You doubt your worth, but oh my gosh, and you doubt your intuition, but oh my goodness, your worth is valuable. Your intuition is powerful, and it knows what it's saying. So take some time, meditate, contemplate, forgive yourself, do some shadow work, do some healing, and listen to your intuition, because it's not going to steer you wrong no matter what your ego tells you. You also got blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Great change, blessed change. I mean, great blessings are on their way to you, period. 100%. Wow, it just started pouring. Okay, I really need to go take my dog outside, so I'm gonna have to do that after this reading. Any other cards here, Spirit? Ooh, okay, we got 2 more actually. Let's see. You got mother healing. Interesting. Okay, you got mother healing right over the healing card. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And then the last card you got is contemplation time. Spend some time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. I could not have said it better, even though I tried like 5 times. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, absolutely beautiful, my friends who chose pile number 2. You're ready to really sit and think about what you truly desire. Not what you think is the most practical or what you think is going to give you the most money, but what it is you truly desire. And you will be surprised how sitting with that, acknowledging those dreams, changes your life, okay? You absolutely deserve to receive this abundance, and I'm just so freaking excited for you. So I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know if it resonated with you. And don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you get notified every single time I post. I wanted to remind you, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at www.marinatarot.com. On this channel, I do accept tips and donations at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, which are, never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your love, and your energy with me here today. I love you endlessly, and I love you always, and I'll see you for my next video. Goodbye! All right, last but certainly never least, our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3 with the amethyst stone here. Let's go ahead and jump into your timeless career reading. Before we jump into the live portion pull of today's video, I did go ahead and pull one angel oracle card here just to give us the overarching theme of what your reading here is supposed to be, like kind of our general tone of your reading here today. And the card you got is support Oh my God, look how beautiful. I'm telling y'all to look, even though I'm the one looking at it. Look how beautiful this card is. Now, obviously, this could very much mean support in your actual daily life when it comes to your career, but this looks like alchemists and shamans and druids and fairies and angels and Gaia and the whole universe has a hand in your life, supporting you, loving you, inspiring you, encouraging you. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, so it kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but honestly, what a beautiful card to have as your general theme for your reading, because what this is showing me is that even when it might not feel like it, your guides are so super supportive of your current path. Whatever career path you're currently on, your guides are supporting you through it. Whether this means that they're like giving you signs that are like, woohoo, go ahead, or whether it's them guiding you into a new one. You'll know more than I do, okay, about your current situation, but just know your guides see you, they hear you, and they are super, super supportive, and they're on your side, okay? But let's go ahead and gain some additional clarity, of course. We're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards here. All right, our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1, Spirit. Pile number 3. Sorry about that, my friends who chose pile 3. Our beautiful friends, let me go ahead and reshift. Our beautiful friends who chose, our beautiful friends who chose our wonderful pile number 3. Spirit guides, what is your message for them in regards to career? What do we have to say? Whoa, we got a flyer right away. Ooh, multiple. Okay. All right, we got the 8 of Wands. Where do you want to go? There? Okay. We have Temperance here, and we have the Knight of Cups. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards here. If the lighting starts to get dark, as I mentioned in the intro, we are in the middle of Hurricane Nicole, so the winds and the lighting is going to be 100% dependent on the Mother Gaia right now, but we love it, okay? Let's see, Spirit. King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. What a positively beautiful reading. I feel like this is such a gorgeous layout right now. Like, okay, period. Let me just go ahead and make sure it's even for you. All right, I mean, this just feels like we have only positive things to say, all right? And I'm just going to be super honest with you. In the beginning, when I said I feel like your spirit guides are really supportive of what you're doing, that's confirmed here, all right? I wanted to pull some cards before I spoke that, but that is absolutely confirmed. They are 100% on your side. Now, of course, this means if you're doing something you love, if you listen to this and you're like, I hate my career, why is she telling me this? Then disregard. Okay, y'all know the rule. Take what resonates and throw away the rest. It's okay if it doesn't resonate, just don't take it. Okay, no worries at all. But I am getting this feeling, I am getting this vibe that the path you are on, it's the one, okay? It's the one that spirits are like, yes, this is it. You've got yourself here. And if you're not quite there yet, but you feel like you're so close to reaching it, don't give up and know that that path that you're aiming, the path that you're aiming for, the one that you're so close to reaching, it's the same vibe, all right? And I do think this is going to be something new. This is something new and exciting and interesting because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is new money, new career, a new job. This could be whether you just got a new job or are starting a new aspect of this job or are taking a new approach to this job, really whatever it looks like for you, there is a sense of new money coming in, which means money with new energy. Like I said, this could be from recently taking a big career change or just getting a new job, whatever it is for you. There's a lot of positive energy surrounding this Ace of Pentacles. The universe is like, baby, you've been asking for this. Let me lay out my hand and present you this opportunity, this magical opportunity. And it's like the sun. It's going to help illuminate aspects of your life that you've been wanting to manifest, okay? It's going to help bring brightness and joy and happiness into your life. So this new opportunity that you have, it's definitely going to be a good one. With Temperance is coming in here, I actually think it's interesting because on the bottom of this card, there's a sun that looks just like the way they made the sun pentacle look, and it's so beautiful. So what this is showing me is that I really do feel, now again, it's always up to you, but I really do feel like this new job you're going to have, this new opportunity you're going to have, even if it's an old job but you're doing it differently, it's going to provide you a better balance in life. A better balance between the things that really make you happy and bring you joy. This could be, maybe you get to spend more time at home with your family, or spend more time on your hobbies and the things that make you excited, or spending more time working out and getting your body strong. Whatever brings you joy, this new career, this new ace is going to bring that balance. It's going to make it easier for you to find that balance in your day-to-day life. With the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups here, this is just a beautiful energy. I feel like the Knight of Cups was kind of showing maybe the beginnings of this like happy feeling, the beginnings of this ace, and it's just kind of leading to the King, which is like, yeah, okay, this is going to be something that's going to help you sit on this throne. It's going to help you feel comfortable with your emotions. Honestly, if you were clicking on this and you were like, Liv, this is a job I really, really want, but I don't know if I should take it, you absolutely should. You absolutely should. This is a yes spread. Okay, it absolutely is. It might require some urgency, it might require like things are gonna start picking up really soon, but I just see all yeses here. The Knight walking straight to the King is almost like a sense of maturing as well, right? The Knight is kind of more of a young, not in age, but in maybe experience or mind, and it's like this young, maybe hopeful, like not enthusiastic, but like inspiring, aspiring energy, and it's leading to the King, which is confident, regal, royal, success, and it's showing you that this job is going to allow you this sense of confidence. It's going to help you grow, it's going to help you mature, it's going to encourage you to grow within who you are, and your guys are so happy and so excited for this opportunity for you. And right now you might not be at this Knight of Cups, but it's showing basically that there are opportunities for growth here. Okay, with the Eight of Wands, this is showing me that those resumes that you've been those applications you've been putting out, they're going to start hitting the right kind of people, because the Eight of Wands, yes, it means like urgency and fast moving energy, but it also quite literally means receiving messages, receiving letters. So if you haven't quite gotten that job application reviewed yet, or you haven't quite gotten that interview, don't worry, my love, it's going to come very, very soon. I just got the quote like heaven's going to be knocking at your door. Okay, so definitely be open to receiving that, and don't cut it out just because it hasn't happened yet. Like, don't rule it out just because it hasn't happened yet. All right, I definitely am seeing those job opportunities are going to start knocking at your door. Abraham Hicks once talked about in their book, like, when the job applications rained, they poured. Okay, or when the job, not applications, what's it called, prospects, I guess, when the job prospects rained, they poured. And it's because like once you receive that, then it makes it easier to believe it's going to happen, and that's what I kind of feel like is going on for you right now. Let's go ahead and pull some clarity here. All right, we got intention. We got intention. This is a beautiful thing to talk about, because your intention is so powerful. The intention you set to whatever job you have is going to really drastically affect the kind of job for you. Especially, okay, take away what I just said. I have a whole other message, and I feel like it's more important than what I was actually trying to say, especially when you're applying for jobs. If you have not gotten this job yet, or you haven't taken this career path yet, your intention is so important. Is your intention going into this just to make money? And if it is, that's okay, but be clear about that. Is your intention going into it just to have, you know, a chill, easy job that's no stress? Have your intention clear going into that. Is your intention to fuel your passions? Have that clear before going into it, because whatever intention you set is what is going to manifest. So before I would do job applications, but before I would even submit them, I would set the intention that this reaches the employer easily, effortlessly, lands perfectly on their desk, and they see it exactly when they need to. They look at my name and they think, Olivia, a perfect candidate. We need to reach out to her immediately and offer her even more than she was asking for. And I set this intention every single time, and setting that intention really helps bring it into reality. Okay, let's go ahead and see if there are a few more cards for you here. To be super honest with you, now we do still have 2 more decks to go through, but I feel like your reading is going to be a little bit shorter because it's very clear and to the point, which is not a bad thing, okay? You got dreams, absolutely. With these water cups here, I feel like you're ready to chase those dreams. Maybe this new job is something you've been dreaming about, or maybe this new job is just going to allow you to pursue your dreams even more on the side. Maybe it's going to pay you more so you can work less and therefore continue to pursue your external dreams on the side, which is beautiful. Either way, your dreams, and I know this is like someone sleeping, which could mean sleepy time dreams, but I'm actually getting more of like your literal dreams, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Those are all coming into reality for you, and it's just so beautiful. Any other cards from this deck? Celebration. Yes, you are gonna, oh my gosh, it's all gonna work out. This is a yes pile. I don't know what to tell you. This is absolutely a yes pile. They're saying celebrate yourself, engage in all these happy times because it is all starting to work out for you. You even got manifestation here. It's like everything you've asked for, all your prayers are being answered and you're manifesting, and it's all just really starting to come together. Why did Greece just come to my head? We come together. Okay, it's all coming together so beautifully, and I'm just so excited for you. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, I do still have two more decks to pull from here, so let's go ahead and do that now. The Moonology deck here for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, Spirit. What do we have to say for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3? All right, let's see. Our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, career guidance, Spirit. Excuse me. Ooh, okay. Step out of your comfort zone, period. Step out of your comfort zone. My love, this could be as simple as, you know, going to dinner by yourself or doing something that might normally scare you, even if it's celebrating yourself. Stepping out of your comfort zone is going to help you continue on a trajectory upwards, okay? I just talked about this in pile number 2. This quote that I don't know who it's by, so if you do, please comment down below. But the quote that's like, all good things lie just outside your comfort zone, okay? And I really do feel that energy with you here as well. You also got the end of a tough cycle approaches. I feel like for you, stepping out of your comfort zone is going to be really important because it helps us get out of stagnation. And maybe you have been going through it, okay? We didn't really talk about that too much because your reading is just so freaking positive, but maybe it has been a rough cycle. Maybe it has been tough and hard and exhausting. And that cycle is coming to an end, my love. And it's something to celebrate. It's something to be proud about. It's something to acknowledge, okay? You also got confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So I might have some Leo energy tapping in here. Something I want to remind you of is confidence isn't just thinking, oh, I'm really, really pretty, or oh, I'm really, really good at this. But confidence is just knowing that you are worth having what it is you desire, in my opinion. And that is crucial when going into a job. So if you're going to be going to interviews or entering into a new field, it's going to be really important that you walk in there confidently. Even if you don't know what you're doing, even if you don't feel qualified to do it, confidence is about thinking, okay, but I'm deserving, okay? Maybe I don't know exactly how to do this job, but I'm teachable and I'm smart and I'm a quick learner, okay? Whatever it is you need to tell yourself. Go into these interviews, go into these job application processes. No, sorry. With confidence, because confidence is very attractive and it's very magnetizing, and they're gonna want to hire you, okay? You also gotta expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. We just went through all of these eclipses recently, so if you're listening to this when I'm posting this in 2022, if you're listening to it live, this is prominent, like really prominent right freaking now, okay? We are literally going through eclipse season right now. It is so powerful in this moment, so expect those changes and expect them kind of like now, okay? Let's go ahead and pull the last cards for you here. Spirit, any additional messages for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3? What do we have to say to go ahead and end off this beautiful and exciting and inspiring reading, Spirit? What do we have? Set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle, period, okay, period. I think the reason you're being called to try new things, like with the Ace of Pentacles, and maybe why you're even trying to job search now, is because you're being called to set your sights higher. And this is important even when going into job interviews or going about these new adventures, is because when you're in these jobs, they might try to tell you like, oh, you don't really want this, or oh, you'd be fine accepting this, or you'd be this, or you'd be that. Don't let anybody tell you what they think you want. You know what it is you desire, and if you don't, sit with yourself and figure it out, okay? But do not settle, because what you want, exactly what you want, is out there, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you here. And I can't help but stop but looking at the bottom of the deck of your Moonology card. Prosperity lies ahead. Period. Prosperity lies ahead. That's just so beautiful. Let's go ahead and see if there are any other cards here. All right, Spirit, any additional cards for our beautiful friends? Woo! Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't give up. Do not quit, okay? Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear, because you are powerful. You are a powerful, beautiful, magnetic, wonderful being, and what you want, you will receive. So stay optimistic. Watch your thoughts. Manifest your dreams into reality, because they are all coming true. I know it might not feel this way right now, but it's happening, okay? It's happening for you. The last card you got is music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. This is really powerful, because I was actually saying in one of my other piles earlier that music has its own very beautiful and powerful vibrational frequency. So whether you're singing or chanting or humming or listening to someone else sing and chant and hum about what you desire, it is a very powerful way of manifesting, because you're listening and tuning into that frequency, and it's going to help bring it to your life so quickly. All right, pile number 3. What a positive and fun and happy reading. I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give a thumbs up and comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell as well, so you get notified when I post, okay? I wanted to remind you, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at www.marinastarot.com. On this channel, I do accept tips and donations at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Never required, never expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. Thank you so much, my beautiful friends, for tuning in here and sharing your energy with me. I love you endlessly. I love you always, and I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Goodbye.